What's up, everybody? Hey, everybody. How you doing? I should write like a fucking something that just posts all of this shit for me so I don't have to do it, because I do the same thing every time. Surely it wouldn't be that hard. Hello! How are we doing, everyone? We just have a couple days to kill until the new dungeon comes out, which I'm really... Nope, sorry, I said the wrong thing there. Until the new exotic mission comes out, excuse me. Which I'm very excited for. And I figured I wasn't gonna do bounty prep, and then I was like, oh, I should probably do some bounty prep. So, I think it's time to do some bounty prep. What is this? Okay. All right. Has anything changed here, or is it the exact same? Can I just like... Is there a way to clear? The Neomuna weekly... Oh, a bunch of this is gonna have changed, right? Because of the fucking... Pathfinder, maybe? No. Seasonal dude has some bounties? Oh, seasonal bounties will be good. That's a good point. Seasonal bounties will be good because they're not going away. Because it's not the end of the year. And then Neomuna's probably... Oh, Paleheart doesn't have bounties. Does Nimbus still have a weekly? No. So Nimbus doesn't have a weekly, and that'll change to seasonal stuff. Let's go see what the seasonal stuff looks like. Yo, what's up, Paper? Why'd you say a couple days? Didn't I say a few? Whatever, it's the fucking same thing, it doesn't matter. 2, 5, what? Doesn't the mission come out a week after Act 3? No, no. The mission is Act 3. What's up, Lab? No, the mission comes out on January 7th. Oh, sorry, I checked for the fucking milestone. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Sorry about that. I checked for the milestone. Act 3 is 4 weeks long, and 5 of those weeks are the exotic mission. That's exactly right. Why are you bounty prepping? If you save your weeklies, you get 200 easily for the dungeon next season. Because I don't give a fuck about the... Okay, she doesn't have any weeklies. I don't give a fuck about the season pass. I care about having the artifact for the dungeon. Any artifact predictions for Heresy? What's like one we haven't had for... did we... So we're what, in like Arc and Stasis right now, right? I know it's mainly Stasis. What was last season? Is it just Stasis? When did we had like Oppressive Darkness in a while? Like a Void Strand season or something? Where did I go here? I need to check if Finch has weeklies. Oh, holy shit, she doesn't have any bounties at all. Okay, let me check Finch. Finch should have weeklies. Why would I not have him on here, though? We've been lacking Void? Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since we've had a Void season. I would be... I don't know if they launch with Oppressive Darkness, though, you know? Classy Restoration. Have we had that literally since Haunted? Yeah, I can see them doing a particle deconstruction. I'm trying to think, like, look, they're gonna try to shift the meta, and I mean, like, in PvE, fusion rifles and void are definitely not what I would consider meta. Obviously, Sentinel was broken for a little bit. Okay, no weeklies. So I don't think this has changed then. I think this is the same. Because Paleheart didn't add bounties, it just had the... does ghost person, not our ghost, but the ghost person, you know what I mean? What's this person's name? Does this person have bounties? I feel like she or they, I forget. I feel like they might have what's their name? Miko? Well, I don't have to add the seasonal ones, Robbie, because those are dailies. So for dailies, it's just like get whatever the fuck. Micah, thank you. Oh my god. Is there a way to batch? Can I like? Oh god, that's so fucking annoying. Actually, wait. Is that faster? No. It's quite literally more. Micah goes by she, her, thank you. Micah doesn't have bounties? I swear, Micah, I know she had weekly quests. Or not weekly or whatever, but fuck, I don't know, man. Are they doing bounties or not doing bounties? No bounties. Oh, am I resetting that? I was no one made a tool for this. Tool for what? What the fuck is this? What? I have so much just like bullshit sitting around, and it's like, it's not even worth claiming any of these and dismantling them because they took away legendary shards. So it's like all you get now is gunsmith XP, and it's like, I don't give a fuck about gunsmith XP. Maybe when the new season launches and I'm grinding XP. No, that doesn't work, because resetting vendors doesn't give you XP, does it? Does it? Bruh, the vendor system's so fucking trash right now. You want to make a better one, lad? So we don't have to keep working out this Google Doc? Google Doc's kind of my thing at this point, and Chemo's thing, but... There are 3 new weekly clan bounties. Did they take any away? Leveling up in any vendor gives a small amount of XP? Well, that's good to know. Yeah, okay, so Micah literally does not have shit, bro. So they added 3 clan bounties. That's actually really interesting that they added 3 clan bounties. Season Slayer works in Revenant activities. Tis the Season only works in Echo activities. That is super interesting. Thank you for saying that. That's really good to know. What's the rotation size for clan bounties? My clan's pretty dead, so I gotta plan when so the way it used to work is there's 4 a week, but there is always, the raid one is always up. So I think it's 3 a week. But it's not guaranteed. I think it's completely random. Or it used to be. I don't know if they changed it. I'm confused. There's a new dungeon soon. Yeah, there's a dungeon in just over a month, actually. Yeah. So if there are 3 new clan bounties, that's actually really nice because there are so many clan bounties that just fucking suck. So if there's 3 more, we'll do dungeon, diving, seasoned slayer. 'Tis the season. And I think this is connected to this. So that should change that. Boop. Oh, I have to make those red. What was it? Season Slayer and 'tis the season? Cool. I'm actually like, I get so nerdy about fucking Excel sheet formatting. The seasonal clan one rotates randomly. The dungeon bounties static. The Gambit and Crucible bounties still rotate randomly. Oh. You think Song of Flame should have a roaming super buff, or it's perfectly balanced? I mean, it's fucking cracked. It's really disgusting. I think it could use a slight damage resistance buff in PvP, but that's mostly because I'm fucking ass with it.
What's happening, Guardian?
No, in the stream they literally said January 7th. I remember that for like 100% certain. They said the new exotic mission comes out on January 7th. Or maybe that was a TWAB. I believe it was a stream. They said, hey, don't expect a season 3 stream. We'll see you back January 7th with the new exotic mission. Also, I'm pretty, didn't they like, what the fuck? Yeah. But just like every fucking exotic mission we get. Oh my god. Okay. Just like every exotic mission, it will literally be the story. Like just like how Season of Echoes or Episode of Echoes story ended literally with the exotic mission, that'll happen with this. What I am unsure about is with Episode of the Echoes, there were 3 variations of the mission and it progressed the story every week. I assume they were building this to do the same thing before they switched it to all come out at the same day. So are we gonna just have to run the mission back to back to back to get the conclusion of the story? I'm a little... So the dungeon and the raid one are static, and then the other 4 rotate? Is that what you're telling me? That's not bad. The fucking Gambit one's tough. All right, well, I'll work on those probably.
Talk to me.
ATP on. Yo, you should let me join for the clan bounty. ATP's in a raid right now. But I think it's probably a fucking fire team finder raid. Go for it. We will be here for hours. No, don't say that. But it's Root of Nightmares. That's what I said. I said it's Root of Nightmares, Lamau. We can duo. We have not started Explicator and we've been here for like 15 minutes. Wait, they're at Explicator? Sorry, enemies running around. Fuck it. I do what I want. No comms. Bro, if this is bad, I'm gonna rage quit. Apotheosis. Oh god, I don't have any of my builds. They are teaching via text. Oh Jesus. Okay, was this void? Just a normal root of nightmares. Like, it literally cannot be that bad. That needs to be solar. Hey, ATP. Are you streaming, buddy? You want to just take a side and then we can just top, middle, bottom it? Or top... Ignore what the fuck I just said. Left top. Okay. Oh, I just fell off the fucking map. There's literally no way. Bro, ATV's getting cussed out. Let's go. He said, sorry, I gotta read it for you. I said ATP and I can get top planet pairs. And then Jen Lee Fries said ATP knows how to run. And I put yes. ATP said yes and how to walk. And I said we have both soloed. And then he said, then blank, 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 blank for not talking this whole time. Not gonna lie. Anyways, sure do top plates. That's funny as shit, actually. What do you mean yours fell off? Bruh. I'm gonna guess top. This fucking guy. Oh, we're so good! I just guessed it. Wait, what do you mean? How do you fucking see it? I have Bell. Oh, right on. This isn't bad. Mid, left, right. No, it's right, left. What? Did I read it wrong? Oh, you did say mid, right, left. Sorry. Total I can read moment. Does Envious Assassin still work the same way where you gotta pull it out twice? Or did they change it with Envious Arsenal? Yep. Uh-oh. Never mind. We got it. Really hope the story doesn't... Oh. You got hell? Okay, I'll get more. Oh, someone's not getting it. Or did they get it? I hope they got it. I don't know if they did. Just the dying. No, I think this is right. This doesn't sound like the dying music. What's even happening? I don't... What the fuck is happening right now? What is this fail state? I have never seen this before in my life. What the fuck just happened? Can someone walk? You can fail that? You can fail that and still do it? What? You know how much time I put in this raid? I guess like if you solo it, you can't. Oh, that's gonna immune. I don't have any. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. First try. Yo, what's up, Forcer? I've never thrown a Nova in this fight that my team didn't yell at. Why? Just like throw better Novas, forehead. I'm very confused. No one's explained. How were we able to do that twice? I don't understand. I really hope the story doesn't involve running around the exotic mission 3 times back to back. I kind of feel like there's a pretty high chance that happens. So, and then probably a 4th time and a 5th time. Yeah, you'll probably have to do 3 normal for the story and then a legendary and then like fucking additional times too. Oh, fuck. Wait, this is the one you can just skip through, right? Yes, I do hope there will be puzzles. Or you can just jump through this one. Did I make that up? Why are you in Ron? Because I was bounty prepping, and then I checked my friends list to see who in the clan was on, and ATP was running an LFG run, so I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and get this clan bounty out of the way. Why are you not in Ron? You know what, man? This raid gets way too much hate. Fucking randos, bro. Don't you need 3 clan members for credit? I don't think that's true. Did they change it? No, I don't think so. I think it's just, I think they're all just like do it with one person. I don't have few rises, that sucks. But yeah, Ron's like, I know it's not the greatest raid in the world. It's very much like Shattered Throne to me, where it's just comfortable to be in. It just feels good.
It's fascinating to see the lengths you'll go to reach your goals. Emissaries of pain and death. It's inspiring.
Ron's a dad-friendly raid. That's not even why I like it. Like, I like DSC. Well, I'd consider DSC a dad-friendly raid, too. Oh, damn. My man pulled a,
Guardian down.
Wait, who the fuck is famous for throwing by falling? Oh, are you serious right now? Who did that? Oh, his Eons. He pulled the Neons. He got mad at me for never saying I knew how to do it, but he asked everyone except for me. I mean, why would you know how to do it, though? You know what I mean? Yo, Happy New Year, Andrew. Yeah, HGP, I think he's about to kick you right before loot. Wait, these people are OGs. They've got Revelrer tags. So I'm guessing Jen is clearly the guy who's done this before. Riley here, or Riley, must be returning to the game.
Guardian down.
Because he was asking them to shoot certain ones as if he was teaching them. Average white baby name, dude. I live in the fucking South, dude. I see that shit. I mean, you do as well. I see that shit all the time. You ever seen Carly spelled like that? Carly. Like, oh man, that actually kind of hurts. Revelry is shit title. I agree. I'm a. Oh, sorry. Revelry is not from the Revelry. That's why I called them OG players, because I was like, oh, it's from the Revelry, but it's not. Also, I think Revelry was shit. And I think people are, you know, uber copium it for no reason. Or for, oh, I'm an idiot. For nostalgic reasons, but I think it was a bad event. Just like I think Infinite Forest
For a very long time.
Festival of Lost was a bad event. Not that current Festival of Lost is a good event, but I think Infinite Forest was bad.
Simply fulfilling my duties. Don't you think? Free me. I want to experience.
What's the current Nezzy
new
strats?
perspective.
Wait, what the fuck am I doing, by the way? Was I using Bittersweet? I was using Edge Transit? I don't want anyone to ever talk to me ever again. Fucking Edge Transit. I'm so dumb. I'm sure that build's fine. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong. Yo, what's up, Chief? How you doing? It's like 2. It'll be all right. What are the odds that I'm like, oh, I'll just get a clanmate on to do an easy raid, and I check, and then ATP's doing is halfway through the easiest raid. Oh fuck.
Guardian down.
That's like fucking next level right there.
Guardian down.
I said I'll run right. I just need someone to kill like 2 ads, and it censored like. I've got that jump scare. This fucking guy. Reveler should be guildable by spending at least 5,000 silver during each event that year. You can only guild Reveler by getting all the fucking event passes. Sorry. It's actually really funny that even if Reveler could be guilded, it probably wouldn't work because the guilds for the other ones don't work. Can you imagine? My name is Nesrak, brother. See, like, this encounter's just fucking comfortable, man. It's just good. It's just like, it's not the hardest thing. It's not the most complex thing. It's fine. It's just comfortable, you know? Does anyone get that vibe-based matchmaking? You know what I mean? Bro. I thought I was about to get bounced around. I was about to be very angry.
Guardian down.
Can't stop, won't stop. Are you really making a fucking thing?
Guardian down.
Okay, well. I take it back. This raid is only pain and nothing but pain. Wait, what? Excuse me, what? The fuck is happening? Did someone deactivate? Did I just not get it? Oh, I probably saw the light one, actually. Wait, is it fit? Oh my god. Oh my fucking god! Jesus Christ! Oh,
Guardian down.
bruh, what a noob. We are not making it through this this clear. I don't think we have any reses left. What the fuck was that? All right, well, I'm not on well. I'll be on well this time. AGP said Bungie changed Wall of Radiance, by the way. You no longer need to play Dance Dance Revolution in it to get the damage bonus.
Guardian down.
Oh my god. I've never seen these slams that hard before. He fucking sent me. I was like, okay, I'll save the run. Nope. Yo, Ministry, what's up? Thank you for the super chat. Has anyone had this glitch before? I was playing Onslaught last week and the ADU never spawned the entire game, so we could not lose. That's actually like fucking pro strats. Who's running left? Why do we need a fucking... What are we doing here? You need to find out how to replicate that, Ministry. 3, 2, 1. Oh! No, I wasn't ready! Bro, my ass is not making a refuge. If a runner can't complete, especially on the first one, if a runner can't complete an entire side before wiping, then they probably shouldn't be running. Just saying. JS. Like, what are we doing here?
Guardian down.
All right, we got it this time. Oh, right. Should have stasis reloaded with this. Ron in the Year of Our Traveler 2025. Yep. I like Ron, man. I don't know. I think like any day of the week I'm running a Ron over a Garden or a Vault of Glass. Not even gonna lie. Honestly, I'd probably rather run a Ron than like a fucking Crota's End or King's Fall. Maybe not King's Fall, but probably Crota's End. Yo! Don't we have a designated gaze guy? What's going on here? Break his shoulders. And he did not call out light or dark. Oh, there he goes.
Guardian down.
Oh, I will go ahead and make that then.
Guardian down.
not the gaze. Truly event piss and arsenal. Yeah. No. Wait, yes. Did it default? Oh, this is my wrong one. I don't want to talk about it, man. Yeah, the right one's right there in my vault. Oh yeah, look at that. That's the correct one. I don't even know why I have this one. Why are we making a fuck? No way. No way.
Guardian down. Guardian down.
What is happening? No, just fucking finish it. Just go. Jesus, I'm losing my mind. Is Dark not finished or what? Holy, what a struggle. World's fastest LFG, fucking clear there?
My memory will never extinguish. In your calmest moments, your...
Yeah, I know I did Dark. I was scared that I didn't finish it there. That's why I was like, because it was taking so long. I was like, oh, did I fuck it up? That's what was going through my head. Why were you running Root of Nightmares? Why weren't you running Root of Nightmares? That's a better question, bucko. Okay. Europa. Tuesday's new act, that is correct. I would never, ever, 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 ever do Salvation's Edge on LFG. Yeah, you literally cannot pay me. I will never make that a charity incentive. I will never, literally, ever, never. That seems like the worst, most awful thing that I could think of doing to anyone. Brother, we need a raid ranking video. We do. Maybe I'll see if Dada wants to do it again. I know I've said that like every fucking time for the last 3 months, but oh, I almost just claimed it. I wish there's a way to lock bounties. I'm gonna end up claiming that shit. I fucking know it. Technocrat. What is this? Is this gonna be the Fallen one? Oh no, it'll be the Brig, right? Or is the Brig up here? No, I think Brig's up there. I think that's too low for Vex. Just even with a good team, Salvation's Edge is like an hour. Hey, I haven't played since launch of Final Shape. What are the important stuff I need to know to catch up? Did you do all Final Shape content, Kashal?
How salvation claws at the ground.
If you did all of the... No, this is gonna be a Fallen one. Yeah, Glimmer Extraction, fuck that. I'm not doing that. If you Oh, you didn't do all the final shape shit? Oh my god. Okay, well, beat the campaign to final shape. I would try to do the raid at least once, but best of fucking luck, because it is definitely the hardest raid in the franchise. Yeah, just enjoy. I mean, Final Shape was by far the best content I think we've ever had in Destiny, so enjoy it. Go through the campaign, the post-campaign, do Dual Destiny, which is like a co-op mission. That sort of stuff, really fucking good. Salvation's Edge if you can. And then, has that always been like that? I know it is for Festival of the Lost, but it's the regular version of this raid, that's new. Do all Micah's quests, those are really good. And then make sure after you're done with that, just play through all the seasonal, like the episodic content, which is what seasons are called now, they're episodes. Most of it's kind of mid, except for there's 3 battlegrounds, which are kind of like strikes that came out in last season that are really good. And then there's a new dungeon that came out last season I think is the best dungeon. It's really fucking good. What's new? The barricades here? No, the barricades where you can't just sprint to the end. Has that always been a thing in this one? No, I know the Hydra's always been there. I just feel like you used to be able to run right to the end. I think not. I don't know. That's been there since launch though. Shit, bro. I don't know. Fucking Europa? No, thank you. So was this the first expansion to come with walled lost sectors? What? Oh yeah. Because Vanilla didn't have it. And Forsaken definitely didn't have it. I guess I don't need this. So I guess this would have had to been the first one. Although every single time I enter LFG and Verity and LFG, someone's doing something insane like giving everyone's armor sets and ghosts to different names. I just realized. So they banned macros. So the fucking Verity macro is dead, which is so sad because that shit was goated. What Verity macro? Where it takes pictures of everyone's loadouts and their names and makes a single image file? I used it on every single one of our runs, Hoon, so although you might not have ran that much with us. But yeah, there's a macro and it goes to your fire team, and then it just goes like person 1 snapshot, takes their name, bam, 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 and then it makes a perfect picture of everyone, your name, their loadout. It's fucking goated. I'm sure you could use it without issues, bro. I ain't risking that shit. I probably, high key, will never run a Salvation's Edge again. I love Salvation's Edge so much. No, I'll definitely do more, I guess, but it's a whole different type of activity, man. What the fuck are you doing? What are they scanning? There's a tool that uses the API to look up what people are using. That's pretty sick. Is there not? Can we not make this heroic?
Vex loot my supply caches. Not out of need, but love of destruction.
I never ran Salvations fully because my client quits every time and I'm not LFGing it. Yeah.
Destroy them. For
Chicken 737, the LFG Verity goat? No way. You definitely took those pictures and collided images together for sure. Yeah, I'm just really fast. I actually just go like... Now that time has passed, Vow is the undisputed GOAT. I'm glad people like Vow so much, but Vow isn't even in my top 5 raids. Is Vow in my top 10 raids? Probably. Yeah, how many raids are there? Not a ton, like 16 or something? Bro! I'm actually the fucking best SC player of all time. Oh, that's so tragic that just happened. Yeah, no, I mean, the beginning of Vow, like, literally fucking kills it, dude. I think about running Vow and I want to pull my teeth out. Are you including Destiny 2 versions as new raids? Yeah, I think they're new enough. Yeah, and the first half of Roll too, that's a good point. Unless you're doing Chaos Strat, that shit is so mid. Little boys. Yeah, I mean, even to this day, I've said this a lot of times. It was actually one of the times I got like a fucking... Might have been the first time Twitter tried to take my family away from me. But I've said before that I don't even think Rolk is like... I think the Rolk fight is actually really boring. And I'm sorry that hurts people's feelings. Pulling teeth, Metallic reference, let's go. Acquisition is a top tier ad clear encounter. I completely agree with that. Acquisition, I like Acquisition better than Rogue. Like the Rogue fucking, the damage phase is fine, but the first half of that encounter is so bad. And it's just like, I love Rogue because it's not stand in a well and shoot. Well, I hate to tell you, but the first 75% of the encounter actually is just stand in a well and shoot. You know, I did this to get fucking Vex, and then I just realized this is not a Vex. Raid encounter music tier list before? Once upon a time, I did my top 5 or 10 raid tracks, and I did guitar covers of all of them. I'm way better at production now, so that would sound way cooler nowadays. So I should go back and revisit that list. I think that'd be a really fun video. That's when you can't do all the game is dead though, because they'll fucking, it will not do numbers. And that's a lot of work. I love how my guy's just driving around patrol on a Pike. Guardian rank 5. Is this a brand new player, do we think? Wait, isn't this? What is this emblem? Is this not fucking 0 hour emblem? Like OG 0 hour emblem? $11 commendation score. Oh my god. Season of the Chosen War Table. Oh. It looks like the dials from 0 hour. There was a streaming one in Destiny 1, I think. Maybe it was Destiny 2 that looked like that too. I think it was Destiny 1 if you streamed like 20 hours or something. Alrighty. Wowee, do I love patrols that spawn 2 enemies. Remember like back in the old days when patrols were, hey, kill 3 dregs? And now you go to like the throne world and it's like, hey, actually whip out your dick and kill 476 Cabal. And Cabal don't even spawn on this planet, so like, get fucking wrecked, loser. That's what the patrol experience is now. Ha! Oh, except high key though, in the throne world, these ones are the best because they spawn like literally right next to you on the moon and in the throne world.
You know of the Ishtar Collective. Clovis Bray also tried to crack open the secrets of the Vex. Proof of his failure stands before you.
Oh shit. No! I think in like in the last like 3 or 4 years, this year has been the year that I have well skated the least. Isn't that a goddamn shame? I think that just proves this year's bad. Or that just proves Prismatic was like really good because it got me to stop using well. No shit. Oh yeah, fuck off, Hoon. It's your Destiny, dude. That's insane that you just pulled the actually it's 2025. That's crazy. Actually, but do the soul decision well skates make up for it? Oh, that's actually a really good point because I spent like 3 months doing solo decisions, so yeah, never mind. I probably hit a fuck ton of well skates this year. Last year, sorry, Hoon. 80%. Oh, it's not okay. I know I have to do. Now I need a bunch of headshots. So the way I do this, I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but I'll pull it up. Where the fuck is it? And I'll just run it once on the easiest, and then I'll go in the hardest and just get headshots in the lost sector or something. It still blows my mind how fast we went from the highest high to the lowest low. I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna be like super for real, and maybe people aren't gonna like this. I know this is the lowest the population has been, but this is not the worst Destiny has been. Is my eye really red? I just saw it out of my... Did I just pop a freaking vessel or something? That's not so bad. Maybe a little bit. What's he doing? This is not the worst Destiny has been. No way. I found people. What the hell? What is the worst time for Destiny? For me. I mean, Season of the Plunder was fucking dire. Was so dire. It was just like, I mean, because at least this year Final Shape was good, and then we got a good dungeon. But in Lightfall year, no, Plunder wasn't even Lightfall, it was Witch Queen. So it was like, the raid was fine. And then we got fucking Vault of Glass, which is like, oh, whatever. It's just, oh man. I think Plunder definitely felt the worst to me. In hindsight. Crystal of Stars was pretty rough. Yeah, but the game was still like fresh enough back then. Pirate. Yeah, the pirate theme was like wasted. I don't know, man.
Kill praxis and
Like, I think so. This is a take that I've been seeing a lot. It's like, oh, the game, this must be the worst episode or season we've ever had because the population's lowest, or the population must be the lowest because crafting, or this or that or this or that. I think it is a very, very highly interconnected, like very complex web of things that have led us to where we are. In terms of player population and player sentiment, including, as I said the other day, like socioeconomic stuff, outside factors like, you know, there's just a ton of fucking great games right now, and also, you know, internal Bungie things that people don't like the layoffs and all that. I think it's pretty silly to try to assign it to like one thing, and plus it's a 10 fucking year old franchise, you know. Worthy was very bad. And so it's like anyone trying to like draw like definite conclusions about a singular thing based off of a singular thing is pretty silly, I think, when it comes to this sort of thing. I don't know, man. I have other things to play. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's such a... Oh, they're gonna kill me. There is so many amazing games out right now, but if you think back to like Worthy, like peak COVID, right? There was no fucking new games to play. It was like Among Us. You know what I mean? Maybe Fall Guys, maybe if that was out already. During Plunder, the fuck else was there to play? Nothing. And it's like, so like right now, you just have a conclusion to a 10-year saga, real life shit that's stopping people from liking Bungie as much, you know, not being in their favor. Like, I don't even think this episode's necessarily that bad. I think it's mid. I think the way that they're releasing the content is mid, but I would not say the season is offensively bad. You know? There has been truly horrendous seasons in Destiny. I do not think this is one of them. I think the activities are fine. I like Tomb of Elders. I wish it was fleshed out a lot more, and I wish I had more reason to play. Onslaught's great. I don't think this version of Onslaught is as good as the last version of Onslaught just because it's pretty much the same and there's less to farm. But it's not like bad. Know what I mean? I'd rather both of these activities over, what was not Enigma Protocol. What was it last season? The first, whatever it was last season. But that was way worse. Know what I mean? Breach executable, thank you. I'm just using this as years of content as secondary game until we have a somewhat clear path into the next big story. Yeah, and I think a lot of people are doing that. But you just have a very vocal bunch of 12-year-olds who are trying to pretend like this is like the fucking end of the universe or whatever. I think it, you know, a reset at this point in the franchise is healthy and normal. And are there things that Bungie could and should be doing better? Yeah, 100%. Do I think this is the worst content they've ever made? No, not by a long shot. I think it was in Season of Deep that hit an all-time low, but Deep had some pretty bad content. No, I think Plunder. I don't think Deep ever got lower. Maybe it did. But also, like, Deep was like a decent season. It was not that bad. Definitely things about Deep that I'm not a huge fan of, but like Salvage, but like the main activity, or the fuck it was called, Deep Dives were pretty good actually. I don't think there are any systematic changes that are getting the game, just a content wall. Yeah, exactly. And I think this is like the perfect time for something like that to happen. It's like, hey, we kind of just need a reset right now. And if there's not a sequel coming, then I think like a little content lull while they, you know, we already know they're changing a ton of very important core systems. How weapon tiers work, how armor tiers work, how you even choose what activities to go do at any point in time. The pictures they showed, although they are dev pictures, but have showed weird light levels, so they might be changing light too. Like, this is the perfect time for these sorts of revamps to happen, and you know, just takes time. Middle season of the year is usually the weakest. That's why, okay, this is, if you guys haven't been following, I've been at war on Twitter because I've been very anti-crafting. Actually, I just found out today that Astrocross made a video about it. Great, gotta stop saying shit. Fucking, so many people are like, oh, this has the lowest season population ever, and it's the one season they haven't done crafting. Coincidence? I think not. And it's, but if you look at like one of the other lowest population times in Destiny, it was Season of the Plunder. 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, like just right after they introduced crafting for the first time. So, in Witch Queen. So you can be like, well, crafting actually ruined that season. That's why nobody played it. And it's just as silly as an argument, you know? It's all just a bunch of bullshit. You saw the war? Dude, I was fucking going at it. I don't know. I think people are dense just to be dense. The plunder weapons were garbage and had crafting? Yeah. And this season, the weapons are garbage and don't have crafting. So it's just like, it is... The whole point of that counter argument is I don't think crafting or loot acquisition in either of these cases has had a big impact on the season when there are 100 different other factors, including quality of the loot, that are at play. Oh, I really got that wrong. Player count's down because of Aramis, we all know it. I'm really tempted to tweet that, but I think I would be actually, like, I think I would probably get a bomb threat to my house. I would, if I tweet it out, fuck it, I'll say what no one else has the balls to say. This season is, the player count's actually down because of Aramis. I legitimately think people would threaten my life. But it'd be funny as shit, so it'd be kind of worth it, I think. No, I shouldn't. I want to try to make it at least 2 full days into the new year without pissing off Twitter. Aramis is the reason the player count is so low, and the next day a Cybertruck is left in your driveway. That's fucking insane. That's insane. I guess I don't really understand why people think they all need a god roll when they play seasonal content or deserve.
We're finishing up here.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, are you gonna go fucking shoot that drag in the face with a perfect 5 out of 5 with enhanced perks and a memento? My bad.
Careless. Without her counsel, she is.
Do you remember when Season of the Haunted came out and they used this model in the Crown Room, I believe. Or no, was it when Lightfall came out? So when Lightfall came out and they used this model, 1 to 2. And then this changed. It didn't used to look like this. But this changed and had this, and started sparking, had this, and people fucking freaked out, man. Everyone. I was convinced there was a puzzle too, but everyone freaked out. That was awesome. That was a good time in Destiny history. They need to overhaul exotic armor and their functions. More neutral. I think of the list of problems I have with Destiny, bad exotic armor is not on that list. Like, it's fine. Like, there's a lot of these small ideas that are fine, and I'm sure Chris Proctor's team is working on it. But I don't know, man. Like, I think the most important thing is interesting, dynamic activities with a good loot chase. I think those are, and it's just all been so samey for so long. Like, I think it's just creativity, innovation, and just different stuff. That's insane, Cole.
Aramis met Praxis in prison, yes?
Oh, great.
Each day they spoke through the walls of their cells, dreaming of a new world. His research gave Elixni the ability to draw power from the splinters. Be careful, friend. Kill Praxis, and Aramis will no longer be able to empower her
Was Aramis?
with dark.
Were these guys let out in Forsaken as well? From the Prison of Elders? Did this all happen at the same time? Yeah? God damn. Barrack's really fucked up. I like that they took away craftable weapons, but the tonics aren't a good system at all. No, dude, if craft or fucking tonics, even if they worked as intended, are awful. What a horrendous system. I like when they get cute with systems, like the deck building in Season of the Witch. Like, that's cool. But what they way overcooked. Tonic system should be like 3 or 4 tonics that are fine, that help you focus things. And for some reason, there's just 788 different tonics for like literally no reason at all. And they're annoying and tedious to unlock and craft, and fucking all of this shit is just unbelievably bad way to do that system. In my opinion. In my humble, astute opinion. Show me your tummy, bitch. Looking back, OG crafting wasn't that bad. I disagree. Like, look, man. The whole problem with crafting for me, I don't mind that you can craft weapons. And I don't mind it as like a catch-up system. If you miss a season, I don't mind that. To revamp an old raid, I really don't mind that. That's fine. My, like, entire problem with crafting is twofold. Crafting should not be anywhere, and I tweeted this. This was exactly what fucking Astacross put in his video, and this is what people were yelling at. And I've been preaching this for years. Crafted weapons should not be anywhere near raids or dungeons. They've only been in one dungeon, but they shouldn't be anywhere near endgame activities, and PvE specifically, for PvE weapons. And they should never, ever be best in slot. So even when the Last Wish is revamped, you can have interesting and unique and cool perk combinations, but it should not just be the definitive best in slot like Apex Predator was. Holy experiment. It just completely ruins any loot incentive at all. And in a looter shooter like this, as much as people like to fucking hate on FOMO, you need to have it. You need to have some level of FOMO, player incentive, drive, that you're not doing the most amount of damage possible, that you're not going to have the next meta thing. That needs to exist. That exists in literally every single looter shooter that is successful. Now, can you go overboard in FOMO? Absolutely. You absolutely can. That's why I like making like the hardest grinds in the game more cosmetic. I think that is perfectly acceptable.
I'm not sure what the future holds. Status.
Status.
Right.
Right, brother. Hell yeah. What public event is this? It's gonna be Fallen, right? The only thing needs to be craftable is these added class items once you unlock every perk. I don't mind that at all. I think that's a good alternative to that. Yeah, you unlock a perk, you can just slap it on anything you want. Yeah, like, honestly, if every time you run Dual Destiny it unlocks another random perk, fuck it. Like, that's sick. I'm actually fine with that. And I just don't know, man, because like everyone, like Paul said this, Astacross said this, and they're like, oh yeah, crafting isn't really a big issue right now. But I think it is actually a big issue. I don't think like if you change crafting and perfect the weapon pursuit, do I think it fixes Destiny? No, of course not. As I just got done ranting about for like 20 minutes, it is a hugely complex, complicated system. But if you continue to do the same crafting, which they're not, they're walking away from it, or they're at least bringing it back a little bit. But like, if we're only getting 1 raid a year, and you continue to do crafting the exact same, for instance, the raid is still going to die very fast. It's just how you're limiting the own loot pursuit. And so my issue is not like, oh, they can take this, if they remove content, crafting from the existing content, and it'll revitalize the game or whatever. Like, that's not at all what I'm saying. I am worried that they're going to introduce very interesting new content into the game and immediately make it irrelevant by having craftable weapons in it. But we know that they're doing something with the weapon tiers, so like they're cooking something up. But my whole point with bringing up the crafted stuff is we cannot continue down this path. There needs to be a better loot chase, more incentive, more player incentive, a more fun way to acquire loot, and really just hone in on that drive to get people to do that, whatever that looks like. I like Cammy's video. We need RNG protection, not getting rid of RNG. And this is actually something I talked about a lot in my replies as well. For PvP guns, for that sort of stuff, make most PvP best in slot. Fucking make them craftable. I don't even care. I would like if some PvP best in slots, like, you know, Exalted Truth, Igneous Hammer, Rose, Deadlock. Like, I like farming PvP for PvP stuff. I don't mind that. I don't mind farming PvP for PvE stuff. I liked the Cataphracts grind, for instance. I think that's fine. But in terms of like, oh, if there's a raid weapon that, or let's not, if there's a seasonal weapon that they really want to be great, kept confidence, for instance, yeah, fuck it, make it craftable. I don't give a shit about that, you know? But if crafted weapons are going to continue to exist, I think they should be good enough to complete content, but they should never be best on slot.
I'm showing a full
How do I get the fucking...
Anybody got eyes on it?
Why do I not have the... Do I just not have the shotgun one? Do I have to go craft it? Oh, here it is. No. Oh. Oh, I literally don't have it. I have to go fucking craft some. That's really annoying. Okay. 40. Can I make it to... Yeah, I can. I'm gonna make it to the helm and craft this before. Deadlock mentioned. Yo, what's up, Cameron? How you doing? They also need to be throwing loot at you. I mentioned this too, like literally every time I've had time to give feedback directly to Bungie, I have mentioned like, I don't know why we're not just like actually fucking drowning people in loot. And I feel like that's been realized a little bit, like Tomb of Elders, Coil, like Onslaught, they fucking shower you in loot. Not the new version of Onslaught quite as much as the old version of Onslaught. But like you're fucking, like a run of the Coil took what, 40 minutes, 35 minutes, and you were getting 15, 16, 17 weapons a run. That's fucking absurd in a good way. That's great. Tomb of Elders emulates that a little bit. The weapons just aren't as interesting this season, so it doesn't really matter quite as much. But yeah, so more of that. So I think they're heading more in that direction, hopefully. I haven't had a single double perk in Contest of Elders. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I really feel like they said there would be ways to get more. And maybe they were just talking about the shinies. I kind of... Oh, let's go. These, the exotic potions are really fucking sick, by the way. I haven't used any of them, but some of them are really good. Which is a cool thing that they did. I do like those. I was talking about the lack of loot recently in regards to seasonal events. Why is the Dawning so stingy, but Guardian games and Festival of the Lost making it rain? I would even say like Festival of the Lost and Guardian games. I don't think any of the events give you enough weapons. It's just, and like, if we're gonna have crafting on anything, why is it not the 3-week event? Like, why are we putting crafting in raids and not the Dawning? I don't Why? That is so backwards. I'm not gonna sit here and advocate for crafting in the Dawning, but it makes way more sense if there's crafting in the Dawning. I just don't understand it all. Am I dumb? Oh, there it is. Yes, I am. Yeah, I know some of the Dawning weapons like are supposed to, like Stay Frosty, I guess, is supposed to be like broken next season. I didn't even get it. Dawning is free to play, and there's free to play. There's a ton of free to play craftable weapons. I mean, like one of the best weapons, the Typin, right, was free to play. The fucking Amit is free to play. Oh yeah, literally all the raid weapons. That's a great point. Thank you, relaxing. Yeah, literally all of the King's Fallen Crota's weapons are free to play. One of these will open though, right? Oh. Not enough Devour on this subclass. What do you mean I have to do Restoration? What am I, a nerd? Do you think a reroll system is better than crafting? I think, honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a mix of a lot of different systems. In some guns you have to reroll, some guns you have to craft, some guns you have to, hopefully the best guns you have to like actually just farm out. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with mixing and matching. We've had a lot of very interesting loot acquisition pathways in the past of Destiny, and they have a tendency just to kind of like move on and forget them. Like curated roles were fucking awesome. Why do we not have curated roles anymore? Like, especially if we're getting shiny drops from this season anyways. Drop curated roles. It's a set roll every time, and it's the only way to get a certain perk on a gun. Bam. Bam. And so you have to keep farming until you get the curated roll. Why the fuck not? Does that mean I have to use another tonic? Raid shinies with cosmetic would make the grind good. I've been preaching that forever, man. That's how you make master raids and dungeons more interesting. You put shiny weapons that only come from the master version of the raid. And they have super, not this kind of, like adepts already have like their color palette swapped or whatever. I'm talking you have like essentially a memento on them. But it can only come from the master version of the raid. And it's rare. Too. Like, not every gun you get has this. Yeah, exactly, Zombie. Exactly. I would akin them more to, like, unique drops from Destiny Rising, but yeah. Like, it's a fucking sick system. I don't know why. Like, Destiny has such a rich history of ideas. Some of them work better than others. But we should be taking and mixing and matching the best of all of the ideas and doing them, right? Is that another one of these? Fuck. I just realized, it took me years to realize the Cosmodrome has really shitty public events. It's good to note that there's actually no free-to-play alternatives for the following. Strand bow, strand sidearms, rocket sidearms in general, strand snipers, strand SMG, strand trace rifles. It's gonna sound kind of toxic, but I don't really care that much, to be honest. I don't know about you guys. It is very, very rare that I ever am like, okay, I need specifically this element of this type of weapon, with the exception of whatever the most dominant heavy weapon is. So like I'll do it for grenade launchers right now, and I guess sometimes rocket launchers. Other than that, I never am like, okay, I very specifically loading in 2024. I very specifically need a void hand cannon. I don't fucking care. I'll just kill him. You know what I mean? Maybe in year 1 or whatever, but like nowadays that it just doesn't matter. I don't know. It's nice to have a gun that matches subclasses, verbs, and singes. Can free-to-play players get Strand? Is Strand not paywalled? Strand is not free to play. Yeah, so that doesn't even matter in this instance because we're talking about free to play players don't have those types of weapons. Yeah, I guess occasionally if I'm doing a solar build, I'll be like, okay, let me break out Sunshot. That's like the extent of my elemental crap. Actually, like literally me switching to an arc weapon for this bounty. I think that's the first time I've done it in probably 18 years. Word of Crota is the best void alternative. The best void hand cannon period is Ancient Gospel. Yeah, GOS. But it just doesn't like... I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, free-to-play players shouldn't have this, because I don't really care one way or another if they do. I just don't think it matters, I guess. But it's such a hard, like, I don't want to sound like a fucking elitist asshole or whatever, but it's like, okay, you're free to play, so the extent of your content is patrols, Crota, Vogue, Kingsfall. So you don't really, and you can't use Strand anyways. I don't know. Free to play was the start of End of Times. I'm not gonna blame it for that, I don't think. I don't know. Like, it's hard to say, like, what the financials look like from that perspective or whatever, but maybe it is free to play's fault. I don't fucking know. Yo, Garbage, what's up, brother? It's just so weird how different people approach the game, right? Like that, yeah, like Big Nerd. I was waiting ages for a Void 720 auto. That's so I have never, ever once thought to myself, oh, I could really use a stasis lightweight hand cannon right now. It's so interesting to me that people approach the game like that. You guys fucking know, I use one thing, the best things in the game, and I use that thing until it is no longer the best thing in the game, and then I go get the new best thing in the game. Could really use this Strand or Stasis Great. Okay, so that's the exception. Actually, that's a fair point. When there are some time, like, I will never go like, oh, I really want a fucking solar shotgun. But in PvP, sometimes I'll be like, man, I really wish I had a good top slot hand cannon. You know what I mean? Like, I'll go slot based. Only in PvP, really. If mods were in Destiny 2, I would have already made raids, dungeons, and DLCs in general obsolete. Glory to the free, down with the corpos. Maybe, I don't know. I've never really had that mentality. Well, I do have that mentality, not for this though. I just think, like, I've got a lot more corporate demons to fight that aren't. I mean, like, yeah, Bungie's made some, like, the C-suite's made some truly awful decisions. I think that's kind of not respective of like me spending $50 a year or whatever, but also comparatively, there's a lot worse. Me staying down to the corpos as I sip my Chick-fil-A milkshake. You know what I mean? Life is too short to not care about spending money on something you enjoy. I agree and disagree. It kind of depends on certain things. I guess like everyone's got their own moral boundaries, and I'm not gonna sit here and like shit on that. That's fine. Like that's actually good. I would argue that's great. I'm just trying to like. This is like one of 3 things in life that bring me true happiness. So. Builds are better than triumph score. Yeah, how many people have good builds? How many people have max triumph score? The rest of my fucking case. How many mom's numbers have your good builds gotten you? Because I'm up to 68. Arc and Void. Oh, wait, what the fuck? I haven't killed things with my sword? I'm about to hit the hottest trick shot of 2025. Never mind. I forgot you can't jump off your skimmer mid grind. That's embarrassing. Are you prepping for the next act? I'm prepping for the next episode, which is in 4 weeks. 4 weeks. So technically my bounty prep is actually late. By a week. Maybe I should go ahead and make a video. Do you guys care? Should I just go ahead and make my fucking bounty prep video? For the dungeon? I mean, dungeons have an actual contest mode now. Fuck it. It's not like I have like a billion videos to make. Maybe I should just go ahead. Nothing's really changed though. Say my weekly challenges for a new episode. No, that doesn't work. Like episode echoes only has 10. That doesn't work. You can't do that. You almost like made me question literally my entire existence. Yo, Classic, how you doing? We need more support frames. I'll take that. Next dungeon comes out February 7th. Next act? Oh, well, I'm prepping for the dungeon next season. I'm not bounty prepping for the exotic mission. That'd be a tad bit silly. Especially because I have the entire artifact already. That'd actually be incredibly silly. Yeah, we're late by 1 week, Hoon. Yeah. We aren't late, are we? No. Next act is only 4 weeks. So you have this week plus 4 more weeks until, well, actually, no. This week's perfect because you have this week 4 weeks and then the week the dungeon comes out. So if you really want the final stuff, it'll be the first week. It'll be the 3 days before the dungeon comes out. What are your thoughts on them moving away from having a really strong artifact perk to only a few elements? I mean, the artifact's still really good. Ascendant challenge is 6 weeks. 6 weeks chilly. So you'll have time to do 5, and then if you really care about the last one, you can do it the week that the next episode launches. I agree. They do need to do something with Dungeon Loot, make it way more plentiful. Where is the Ascendant Challenge this week? It is in the Strand. Oh my god. The Strand? They hinted at Strand in Forsaken? Imagine not figuring out where challenge is based off the bounty description. What? The bounties have different descriptions. I knew that. Oh yes, I knew that. I was simply huh. I hope they make a beefy Destiny 2 showcase. Frontiers needs to be a Destiny 2 level showcase like the one. I bet it will. Yeah, I bet it'll be very big. I'm curious if they couple Revenant, or excuse me, Heresy together with Frontiers or not. I don't know. I would expect a pretty big stream for Revenant, a huge stream for Frontiers, Apollo,
Still fighting
huge stream for Marathon. I hope they do an
You'll
in-person
like
event
that
for
one.
Marathon. I'll get a fucking custom suit and shit. Oh my god, I would geek out so fucking hard. They're not going to do one, but that'd be so sick. They call it a rest, but it's truly more of a haunt. Oh, it's an Aphelian's Rest. Look at that, bro. I'm going to say something very original. Never be before heard take. We need Destiny 3. Yeah, well, good luck with that one. They literally doxed me for shitting on Destiny 3. Crazy. There has to be a Marathon showcase. I promise you, they have not. I've not talked to anyone about this. I have no idea. The amount of marketing money that is going to go into Marathon is going to rival. I mean, they're going to push it. Don't you worry. The Bungie marketing machine is fucking insane. Okay. I have literally no doubt in my mind that there will be a huge event for Marathon. Sony will not let Marathon die without a fight. They will spend the money. I am not. A lot of people act like their finances are like. I'm not actually convinced that's the case. I don't know, obviously. Like, obviously, Sony makes, like, dividends off of their profits and stuff. But I am not sure it is just Sony shoveling money into Bungie. I'm not. I would actually quite doubt that's how that works. If they make Marathon characters as Kirby as the Marvel Rivals character, then Destiny 2 is saved. Where is the... Joe Ziegler showed the character recently. Are we thinking Kirby? I know the answer to this. I can't answer. are we I mean, there's a lot of rounded corners here. I don't know. Maybe. Sony literally told Bungie to make the cuts. Actually, I'm like 100% sure that the internal reporting was that Sony, in fact, did not tell them to make the cuts. If I'm not mistaken, Paul Tassi said that. That it came from the Bungie higher-ups and not Sony. The way I imagine it working is, you know, Sony takes the profits from Bungie. But I think Bungie is still going to have their own internal, like, accounting and stuff. I definitely do not think it is every penny that Bungie makes goes straight to Sony, and then Sony's like, here's an allowance or whatever. I don't think that's at all how that works. I have no idea, but that seems incredibly inefficient and not how that would work. Yeah, everyone reported internal layoffs is not pressured by Sony. I am 100% confident in that. I read that as well. From my understanding, it was a Sony contract. The head dude came in there and then told him to get it together. That was after. That was way after all the layoffs happened. Different stuff. Layoffs were, like I said, everyone who has reported on it from internal sources has said that all of the Bungie layoffs were Bungie helmed, and so they were not forced by Sony to do that. Didn't Sony not like the layoffs? I don't know. I haven't read that. I would not be surprised if they didn't like the layoffs, because once again, we talked about this a lot. When Sony purchased Bungie, they were not doing so for Destiny. The big thing that Sony wanted was Bungie's brain trust, right? They had all of the expertise and talent to make one of the most widely successful live service games of all time. They do not care about Destiny. Like, obviously, there's money that they make from there, but what they wanted was Bungie's expertise to help make all of their other live games successful. Now, obviously, that has not panned out, but they still paid all of that money for that expertise. And so if you're laying people off and the turnover's huge, you are losing that brain trust. You are losing that talent. I would bet so much money that is why, instead of a ton of layoffs, I mean, there were still layoffs in this last round, but so many, like half of the people that were removed from Bungie got absorbed into Sony Studios. They're not just gonna let all that talent walk away. That is invaluable. Invaluable expertise and talent and creativity. Well, Helldivers 2 did pan out. I'm actually really interested in the financials of Helldivers 2. Concord didn't. They're 50-50. I mean, we know that they had something like 10 plus live service games in development when they purchased Bungie, and it's scaled back significantly since then, but it's a lot lower than 50-50. Well, Michael Salvatore, he'll get work. If he wants to work, he'll get work. Michael Salvatore, I believe, was part of the first round of layoffs, though. I think. I don't know. The timeline's all fucked. Hello! Everything okay? Okay. What's Kitty doing? Oh, wow. Tier 1? About the game, not you. I feel like Bungie must have a separate accounting because Sony doesn't own them like their internal Sony. They're subsidiary Sony. Yeah, I just feel like that's not how any of that works, but I don't know. I agree. Like, Sony will still make profits from Bungie, but I do not think they control every cent. But once again, I don't know. I guess I envision them more as stakeholders, not as owners. If that makes sense. But I don't know. Maybe all that got restructured. I literally have no idea, man. I work at a publicly traded company. I don't know how any of this works. I'm a chemist. Tier 3, let's go. But I also think everyone's being like, oh, Marathon's gonna be Concord 2 is incredibly silly because we already know just from the reaction to the aesthetic alone, from the teaser trailer, that people are more interested in. Concord was a visually, creatively depleted game. It was not interesting looking. It didn't do anything interesting to the genres that it was playing in. Marathon's a very, very different boat than that. Yo, do you think farming a set of Shadestalker using it with the Fel... A set of Shadestalker using it with the Fel wet? I have literally no idea what any of that means. So I'm gonna assume no, it's probably not worth it. Do you think Marathon needs to go free to play now, distance from Concord? I don't really have a lot of opinions when it comes to price. I've heard positives and negatives both ways. It has been positive because we don't know what Marathon's if it's free. There's been internal report or like leaks both ways. I guess they didn't talk to us about it, but. There's I guess like the main argument is like free to play allows more people to try, but it makes it easier for cheaters. Whereas if you have to spend, well, how much is Helldivers? Like 40 bucks or whatever, then it's a lot less likely people are just gonna like join and start cheating, especially after getting banned once. You know what I mean? And in a game like this, like PvP, you know, type of game. Like, you just can't afford that. I mean, COD is literally being denounced by every fucking... Is COD free? I think the multiplayer in COD's free, right? Or do you pay once and all the DLC's free? I don't remember. So, Helldiver's not PvP. I know, I was using it as an example of a live service game that is not free. COD is not free, okay. Well, I mean, okay, well, fucking COD costs money and there's still a shit ton of cheaters there, so maybe that is a data point against what I was saying. I don't know, man. I guarantee you they have fucking an insanely well-paid team that is literally weighing every single pro and con of making it cost every single price point you can think of. They'll have fucking game psychologists, they'll have marketing majors, they'll have accountants, they'll have fucking, like, literally everything. Deciding that one crucial question. How much should this cost? It's not like one guy named Jim making the decisions, you know what I mean? There might be a guy named Jim on the team, but it's not solely a single, like, C-suite person named Jim making that decision. I can guarantee you that. Oh, Warzone's free. Okay, well, okay. I've heard there's a shit ton of cheating in Warzone, so there you go. I don't know any top extraction games that are free to play. What are... I don't know any... like a Delta Force, is that free? I know Tarkov, is that free? If Tarkov is not free, they have all the scandals with their pricing going on. Tarkov is an extraction game? I didn't say it wasn't. Did I say it wasn't? I didn't mean to say it wasn't if I did. Well, if all the top ones are not free, I would wager it's probably not going to be free. Although, if all your competition is paid and you release a free competitor, I mean, there's arguments for that too, right? I don't know, man. There are people that get paid a lot fucking more money than I do that went to school for this exact decision. So I'm not gonna sit here and like pretend to fucking know what's best. You know what I mean? Delta Force will be free to play sometime this year. Is that a prediction or is that true? Oh, it's all good, Senpai. I feel like extraction games need to be more cheater resistant because you have so much more to lose. Exactly. Exactly, man. Like, yeah, there's a fucking cheater in Crucible or in Call of Duty. It's like, okay, whatever.
I'm registering
You lost 10 minutes of your life, but it's not that big of a deal. Holy shit. Tarkov Standard Edition is 50. Yeah, and then I know it's like, there's all sorts of crazy fucking pricings with Tarkov. When I went to Bungie, there was a couple Tarkov streamers there. And pretty much all they were doing was shitting on the pricing model for Tarkov. Because I was asking, because I don't know extraction shooters. So I was like, you know, I played a couple battle royales. I was probably like the one not PvP main person there. And I was asking as many questions as I could to these people to understand like their mentalities and what you know, what I don't understand, and try to learn and put myself in that frame of mind a little bit. Is Hunt Showdown an extraction game? I think it was described as that to me. I'm just excited for them to start showing off more so I can talk about it. Hoon, I'm gonna keep queuing us until we get one that's like further in. I really wonder if there will be any cross appeal for Destiny fans for Marathon. That is not the goal, right? Like, I once again didn't talk to them about this, but they're not going to cannibalize their own franchise. If you know, Bungie has a great history of making really good feeling shooters. They'll be leveraging that, but it would be very dumb for them to try to go after their own audience. Yo, Scarrow, just start playing Minecraft with the boys. Is there anything you'd recommend I do or pay attention to as a beginner? Fucking enjoy the shit out of yourself. Oh my god. If I could go back and forget how to play Minecraft and play... Oh. We used to do these things. Just enjoy it. Oh my god. I'm so jealous, actually. If I could forget any game, it would be Minecraft, and I would play it again. But when high school, what we would do is... when it first came to Xbox... We'd start a world. We'd LAN. So we'd all bring our Xboxes over to someone's house. I had an extra router where we would all plug into, and then we could just LAN to each other. And we used to do that with Borderlands. We used to do it with Minecraft, zombies, everything. I had a specific shitty router and a bunch of Ethernet cords just so me and like my 5-6 friends, depending on the game, could all LAN together. I had a suitcase. I literally had a suitcase. Holy fuck. I had a suitcase that it had like a slot for my Xbox, and it had my games, and then it had the router slot, and then it had like, so I'd carry this shit around to my friends' houses almost like every weekend. And oh my god, we were such fucking nerds. It was awesome. Because I didn't have internet at my house either. So it was like, I was always so excited to go to other people's houses. And so we, one thing we used to do is we would start a Minecraft world, and then we would say, okay, you have 10 Minecraft days to get ready, build the base, get loot, enchant it if you could, and then it's just like, then PvP's enabled, and the last person alive wins. And so you'd spend like those 10, it was usually 10, I think, Minecraft days, like trying to get diamonds. It was enough where you couldn't get fully kitted, but you would try to get like diamonds, maybe a little enchantment, as many wolves as possible, some ender pearls, and then you'd just go fuck up the other people. Did you ever play UHC? I don't think I know what that is. Ultra hardcore? Is that what that stands for? I'll take this moment to ask you this. What do you think of Xbox going third party and launching their games? I have like literally no idea. I have no idea. It's a very I am more curious if we'll ever get like an Xbox console again. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, are they just giving up and they're just doing explicitly like production and cloud gaming now? Is it good for the market? That's a very interesting question. I don't know. I honestly do not know. No natural regen, only gapples and health pots, 3 days until it's forced. And you have to... Wait, so you had 3 Minecraft days to get fucking gapples and health pots? That seems like not a lot of time at all. That's crazy. Surely not surely like nugget apples, right? Not blocks. Yeah, an hour. That's fucking insane. Holy shit. No, I don't. That might have, what our idea might have been based off of that. Like like I said, I didn't have the internet, so I didn't watch like a ton of YouTube. And when I did, it was usually zombies in high school, middle school, and high school. But maybe we started playing this because one of my friends watched like a UHC content creator or something. I don't know. I don't really worry about the console market too much though, because I play PC, right? Like it is something to, I guess, be cognizant of, but I am much more worried about personally the consolidation of smaller developers under, you know, everything's either owned by fucking Valve, Sony, or Microsoft nowadays, and I think that is fucking horrendous. I care about that way more than any console war. That being said, I remember when I finally did get internet was right about the time where Syndicate was doing his Syndicate versus Optics series in Maya Night, and holy fuck, dude. I was such a geek for that shit. God, the good old days. You know it's gonna happen, big nerd. That's how it goes. Yeah, okay. I'll put this video together then. It probably won't get too many views, but it won't take that much extra effort. I think it'll be okay. As much as I love the new zombies, I really do miss that old era of zombies YouTube. Yeah, back before it was all figured out, all algorithms, dude. I agree. Like the kind of like before people started Easter egg hunting really hardcore and stuff. Like what? Just a surreal time. It's so sad because we've gotten to a point where like that'll never happen again. Like people are too good at games. They know to expect these sorts of Easter eggs in certain types of games now, and hunt for the strategies, and they become too good too fast. Like that era of video gaming is it's just gone, my friends. It's just how it goes. Like, you know, let's say Marathon comes out, people will be noobs at it for like a fucking month, and then like you'll have the sweatiest fucking people you've ever envisioned ever, and it's like a 12-year-old in freaking like Kentucky or something, and they're actually just the greatest player of all time. Hi, Hellbilly Deluxe, bro. Oh, these guys have great hitboxes. Played Die Rise so much, yeah. That was probably... Because, like I said, I didn't have internet when all that stuff came out, so I was late to get buried. So I definitely played. And Mob, I was late to Mob too, so I probably played Die Rise the most out of Black Ops 2 until Origins came out, and then I got all the maps. My mom worked at a hotel, and so what I would do is, like, on nights where it was slow, she would just let me go into, like, one of the empty rooms, and then just download shit on my Xbox, and then, like, go home and play it. That's what growing up in the boonies is, my friends. People don't understand. Oh, damn. But that's why, like, ARGs interest me so much, right? Because it's, like, such an untapped... Like, people... Because of the natures of big puzzles and shit, I don't think you can ever get, like, phenomenal at that. Because the type of ciphers and puzzles and engagement and stuff changes every time, so it is still something like every time there's a new ARG, I can still be like, oh, let's like actually look at this and learn something new and have fun, and you know, someone doesn't solve it in 2 minutes, and I think that's awesome. That's why I care so much about this sort of thing. Damn. Damn. Shit. GG soon. That's a really good one. Alrighty. Well, that is where I'm going to call it for tonight, my friends. But I'll do another one of these streams this weekend for sure. Like, fuck it, I got nothing else going on. But we'll do some more bounty prepping, hanging out. And then next week we get the exotic mission. Hopefully some sick puzzles. The new version. I don't know if this comes out next week, but probably the new version of Tomb of Elders as well. So we'll see. All right, everyone. I'll see you very soon, my friends. Have a great night. See ya.